And we just say thank you to those fantastic musicians for playing us in. Good morning and welcome everybody. By the authority given in the statutes of the Open University, I declare this congregation open for the conferment of degrees and the presentation of graduates. Distinguished guests, graduates, family and friends, it's my privilege and pleasure to welcome you all to the first of the Open University's degree ceremonies being held in 2023. And I'm also delighted to welcome to the ceremony our special guests and key supporters of the university who found time in their busy diaries to be with us today. And I want to extend a very special welcome to our honorary graduate, Mr. Roy Holliday, and also his guests. We are delighted to be able to honour you today, Roy. Each year, the university awards a range of qualifications that you have all worked so hard for, from certificates of higher education through to doctorates. It's been 50 years since the OU held its very first ceremony in 1973, and it's wonderful that we're in Milton, Keynes, which of course is where the university began its days, and today you will be joining thousands of graduates who've been presented for their qualifications at our ceremonies. These are held throughout England, as well as in Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, and the Republic of Ireland. So you're graduating from the largest university in Europe with an extraordinary scale, scope, and reach. For my colleagues, and certainly for me, these ceremonies are highlights of our year because we're celebrating your success. And that success is down to what you as students achieved, and it's not just about the qualification you're presented for today, but the difference that you as graduates will make with that qualification. Now, it goes without saying that today is a very important occasion in the life of you, our graduates, your families and loved ones, as well as the university and all of my colleagues who I hope you will feel have nurtured and supported you. So you could be forgiven for thinking that the occasion is so important that it needs to be solemn. I'm hereby giving you permission to challenge that. So you'd be very wrong, because today is a day of celebration. So I will personally be extremely disappointed if anyone crosses the stage today to anything less than thunderous applause, or whatever other way you choose to express your enthusiasm and support, but within reason, please. With that in mind, could I ask all of today's graduates who are able to do so to please stand? Thank you. Families, friends, and Open University colleagues, let's start today's ceremony as we mean to go on by giving all our amazing graduates a huge round of applause. Cutting it short there because you've got a lot of clapping to come. So graduates, you can all sit down again. And just to remind you that there's one more way you can show your appreciation for your graduates who are here today. If you post messages or photos on social media, use the hashtag #OUFamily to share those congratulations and celebrations with the wider OU community, because you are all members of that OU family. Today's ceremony will begin with the presentation of those graduates who've gained higher degrees and first degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Engineering and Bachelor of Laws. They'll be presented by Mr. Toby Scott Hughes, who's Assistant Director of Operations in Academic Services. We will then see the awarding of the honorary degree of Master of the University to Mr. Roy Holliday. Professor Trevor Herbert, Emeritus Professor of Music, will present Mr. Holliday, who will sign the honorary graduate's book and make a reply. Then we will continue our presentation of graduates with those who've gained Bachelor of Science degrees, foundation degrees, and diplomas of higher education. And then I will conclude the ceremony with a final address to the graduates. I now call upon Mr. Toby Scott Hughes to present graduates.
Pro-Vice-Chancellor, I shall now present graduates who have gained higher degrees and have been able to attend here today. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, I present to you for a thesis entitled Social Innovation, the Construct and Antecedents, Awele Achi. For a thesis entitled Captives of the System, the Commissioners in Lunacy as Regulators of Services for Lunatics and Idiots, 1845 to 1914, I present Frank Hughes. For a thesis entitled An Investigation of Privacy and Utility Tensions in Learning Analytics, I present Maureen Correa. For the degree of Doctorate in Education, I present to you for a thesis entitled The Role of Networking in Supporting Head Teachers' Professional Development and Practice in Ghana, Eric Adai Chereme. I present to you for the degree of Master of Arts in Childhood and Youth, Amanda Cox. For the degree of Master of Arts in Classical Studies, I present Evelyn McFadden. For the degree of Master of Arts in Creative Writing, I present Josiane Benoit Rocheford. Nigel Pearce. For the degree of Master of Arts in Education, I present Kumarine Rodrigo. For the degree of Master of Business Administration, I present Geraldine Ackland. Lisa Butler. For the degree of Master of Business Administration, Leadership Practice, I present Peter John Solomon. Matt Webb. For the degree of Master of Business Administration, Technology Management, I present Mark Varley. For the degree of Master of Education, I present Catherine Adams. Jane Bidgood. Antoinette Henning. For the degree of Master of Science in Computing, I present Solomon Boaki. the degree of Master of Science in Human Resource Management, I present Memory Tsuro. And for the degree of Master of Science in Space Science and Technology, I present Andrew Lambert. Pro-Vice-Chancellor, I shall now present graduates who have gained Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Engineering, and Bachelor of Laws degrees and have been able to attend here today. The full subject details are printed in the insert within the ceremony programme. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts, I present Rosemary Adat. Fatimat Edebei. Obiageri Ashwood. Andrea Chua. Ken Clark. Brandon Collins Treadwell. Andrea Craig. Becky Delamere. Mitzi Entercott. Kimberly Feeney. Olivia Griffiths. Samantha Claire Harper. Masuma Kazmi. Leona Mason. Arifa Menaj. Katie Merrick. Laura Norcliffe. Idris Rada. Stefan Robson. Sabrine Sana. Sophie Thompson. Chloe Traynor. Roxana Alexandra Vaduva. Anastasia Vital. Nicola Willis-Jones. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, I present Rex Diath-Vale. Simon Ellis. Luke Hind. Anthony Kingston. James Lockerbie. Daniel Rowlands. Andrew Shirley. For the degree of Bachelor of Laws, I present Morinikeji Aljay. Amy Clark. Dane Marks. Jonathan Maloney. And for the degree of Bachelor of Laws and Diploma in Law, I present Kerry Arnold.
Pro-Vice-Chancellor, colleagues, graduates, guests. Roy Holiday is a drummer and a musician who has spent his life sharing the joy of big band music. Roy's first encounter with percussion instruments came at just 18 months when a bass drum fell on him, trapping him inside. Undeterred, he was soon sat at rather than in the drums. Largely self-taught, he had the opportunity to see and learn from many of the finest bands of the interwar era as they toured the country. He played his first gig at the age of 13 in 1939 after the regular drummer in his uncle's band was called up. Indeed, wartime created unusual opportunities for aspiring musicians. With many performers in the forces overseas, bands that continued to function were only too keen to recruit exciting new talent. As a result, Roy gained invaluable experience in nightclubs and dance halls across the West End, while still only a teenager, playing alongside seasoned professionals. During the day, he worked in an aeroplane factory until called up for national service. He continued playing throughout his term in the Royal Air Force, even persuading his colleagues in the metalworks to make him a new set of drums. On his return to Britain, he became a full-time professional performer and spent 25 years as a dance band drummer. He specialized in the swing music characteristic of the era, sometimes working twice a day, 6 days a week, observing all society from its seat at the back of the stage. After several decades of working until the early hours of the morning in nightclubs, Roy decided to embark on the next phase of his career. He gained qualifications in business and management, and then went to work for the Japanese company Pearl Drums, eventually becoming its managing director and moving the company to Milton Keynes. Following retirement from his business career, Roy continued to play, teach, and repair drums. He was a long-standing member of Swing's The Thing, which has been celebrating the music of classic swing jazz and big bands for more than 25 years. Based in Bedford, the band regularly tours nationwide, but also puts on a celebrated series of concerts and is a major fundraiser for a variety of local charities. Roy gave up public performance only at the age of 87, when arthritis began to impede his abilities. This ended an entertainment career which had lasted nearly 75 years. He remains an active member of the Coda Club, which celebrates the lives and legacies of older musicians. His life has been recorded and celebrated in a documentary film which captures not only his love of playing, but his creativity, generosity, and joyful approach to music and to life. It is wonderful to honor a member of the Milton Keynes community who has lived so well and so fully, and whose career has brought so much pleasure to so many people. Pro Vice Chancellor, by the authority of the Senate, I present to you for the honorary degree of Master of the University, Roy Holiday.
I'm no stranger to standing in front of a microphone and making announcements. Usually it's things like, the next dance will be a quick step. I don't think it will be today. I'm here to thank everyone at the university, to thank everyone that I've ever played for. It's with great gratitude I appreciate this honor that's been awarded to me, conferred upon me today. Normally you will see somebody come up to a podium like this and bring a sheaf of papers and put it there. Well, initially, I have to tell you, I'm basically a jazz musician, and jazz musicians improvise, extemporize, and they say things that are pertinent, and they play things that are pertinent to this moment in time. And this moment in time, as far as I'm concerned, is for me to say thank you to everyone concerned that have made this day possible. I started playing, as you heard, at 13 years old, and my education actually ceased at that time because of the war situation. But in later years, I found education again and took diploma in management studies much later in life. And I found that with my association with the Open University, that it's never too late for you to start learning. So whatever age you are, if you're in your 90s like I am, and there's something you want to do, please go ahead and do it. Please. I'm absolutely, really overwhelmed with joy to see all these people today of different ages that have worked hard for these degrees. So please don't stop learning. And thank you again for the honor that you've conferred on me. Thank you, everyone. And I've enjoyed every moment, and I hope there's a few more moments to come. Thank you.
Pro-Vice-Chancellor, continuing the presentation of graduates, I shall now present those who have gained Bachelor of Science degrees, foundation degrees, and diplomas of higher education and have been able to attend here today. The full subject details are printed in the insert within the ceremony programme. I present, for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Hannah Ashton. Taran Benson-West. Kiranjit Baraj. Chantel Chamberlain. Matthew Clifton. Jamie de Gracia Lopez Pastor. Gemma Denman Lloyd. Jan Gerbok. Adam Hollins. Louise Hollinshead. Amy Hutchinson. Emma Kingsbury. Jack Larson. Erin Levens. Fergus Logan. Melissa Marvell. Mylena Milson. Chris Page. Michelle Parkinson. Rodney Revasai. Rabila Saraj. Lisa Scott. Marie Small. Leanne Thompson. Jack Twell. Adriana Uriel Chaveri. For a foundation degree, I present Lindsay Groves. And for the Diploma of Higher Education, I present Carrie-Anne Aldridge. Taffy Matimira. Charlotte Spencer. Navkiran Sira. And Christine Wright.
Sorry, I'm just going to, if I don't bring my notes with me, I forget what I'm supposed to do, but then I get them all muddled up in my pocket. So just need to get them in order. Okay, here we go. As Pro Vice Chancellor, students of the Open University, I couldn't be more proud of what you, our graduates, have achieved, often against the odds. I'm going to ask you some questions, graduates. How many of you studied whilst taking care of children? Quite a few. And how many of you studied while holding down a full-time job? There are so many things that Open University students and graduates manage to juggle. So I think that their achievements are even more amazing because of that. You've studied against those odds. You've managed the family, the work, and your other commitments. You've sometimes neglected the things that you feel you ought to do, not taking your children out when you should be, because you needed to study for that last TMA. And you've made lots of sacrifices. And I know that making those sacrifices and achieving those qualification goals will see you go on to make really important contributions to wider society. You're the most amazing body of graduates anywhere in the world. You've believed in yourselves, and you've had to, and we've believed in you, all of us. your dedicated associate lecturers and advisors, the expert academics who write your courses, the designers and the technologists who bring them to life, and all the professional services that make the OU what it is, second to none. And now you've shown what that belief in yourselves and from us can achieve. I know it will have been tough, and especially through the pandemic years. And it's no wonder really that employers tell us that what they like about OU graduates is that you're determined and driven. You've juggled study and deadlines with many other demands. And I was really pleased to hear so many of you talk when you came across that platform about the things that you're going on to, or the jobs that you're doing now, or the promotions that you're hoping to get. That's really inspiring for me as a staff member of the university. But it's not just been tough for you. I know, because I've been told, but I've also experienced it, there's only one thing that's harder than being an OU student, and that is actually living with one. So I would therefore like to ask all today's graduates to stand if you can, and to turn and give your families and friends a round of applause to thank them. Thank you. When the Open University started back in 1969, our pioneer students and staff really were taking a step into the unknown, putting their faith in a university that was using new methods of teaching and would be open to everyone. And many thought that the Open University would fail, but instead it's now one of the most successful universities in the world, with over 2 million people who've studied with us. That's not just a university, it's a social movement. And it's you, our students, our graduates, who make the OU what it is. But we also owe a huge debt of gratitude to the vision of the university's founders. Foremost amongst them was Jenny Lee, to whom Prime Minister Harold Wilson at the time gave the job of setting up the university. A woman whose own journey from a Scottish mining village, a mining community, to Minister of State shaped in no small measure what the OU is today. Jenny believed that the OU had to be a university for everyone, whatever their background, and it would do that whilst maintaining the highest academic standards. You, our graduates, have achieved those high standards of scholarship and professional practice that she was determined we'd maintain, while opening up that opportunity to more people than ever before. She was determined too that we would be a respected research university, making discoveries, inventing new products, enabling us to understand each other better and to live together peacefully and without endangering our planet. Curiosity is what drives us, and I'm so glad that you chose to join that most human of adventures, to learn and live, as it says in the university crest. Completion of your qualification means you join a community of Open University alumni around the world. You can continue to keep up with news and access careers advice, or, as many of you told me you're doing, coming back to do more study. It is a bit addictive, isn't it? You're still and always will be a member of the Open University family. And as you leave today, I hope you'll become an ambassador for the Open University and all that we stand for. Our values of social and environmental justice, our commitments to inclusion and diversity, and above all, our mission to be open to people, places, methods, and ideas. Do share your experience with others. Let them know what your journey has meant to you and what it could mean to them. We're hugely proud of you and thankful to everyone who supported you through your journey. So I'm going to ask for one last time for all of today's graduates to stand, if they can, and for family, friends, guests, supporters, let's give this amazing group of people one last huge round of applause. Thank you. The proceedings of this degree ceremony have been completed, and I now declare this meeting of congregation closed. Would all who are able to do so please stand?